What's up guys? Really stoked to show you this house hack. This is an awesome property. The rent by the room strategy is alive and real to the point where Max is borderline living for free. We'll be going through all the numbers. We'll be going through a house hack tour, going through the whole home. Really excited to show you this, guys. It's in the North Park Hill area. Really excited. So with that being said, let's just get on to it. I know you guys are waiting for it, so let's just go right into the house. What's up guys, we're here with Max, stoked to take this tour. We have to talk about the whole house hack and rent by the room situation.
Sure.
There's a lot of people out there that are curious about house hacking, and probably one of the best ways to get into it, especially if you're like a fresh college grad, is maintaining that dorm style lifestyle and just live with a bunch of roommates and make as much money as possible. So I guess initially for you, Max, what drew you to house hacking and what were the first steps that you took?
Sure. I graduated college in 3 years. So I graduated 1 year early, and then right after that I bought my van. I lived in my van and traveled around for a year in Colorado, and the best part was I wasn't paying rent. So I got really used to not paying rent. And then I went back to Boulder, Colorado, where I went to school, paid $1,000 a month for rent. I'm like, this sucks. So then found bigger pockets, went to some house hacking meetups down in Denver. I can do this too.
Yeah.
That's what got me started.
Okay. I feel like this is a common theme here where people feel like there's a life out there that is better for them than paying someone else's mortgage and just making sure that they pay themselves prior to paying someone else. And you have a little bit more control over that good stuff. So what got you over that hurdle of like, hey, these are the initial costs, the down payment, the closing costs, because that's a tough pill to swallow at first,
100%, but the thing is, you got to remember that it's either you paying somebody else for rent or someone's going to pay you for rent. And running the numbers, you spend 20 grand on a down payment for a house. Say you're living rent free after you move out, you're going to cash flow maybe $500 a month. Yeah. You're getting your money back in 3 years, and that's a really solid investment. And
that's the power of real estate too. Like knowing that you could put down 5% or even 3% on a house, and that's what, on a $500,000 house, that's 15 grand. Then the closing costs and things like that, but you're not paying the full 500,000. You're just paying a small percentage of that whole thing, and now you own a property like this. Congratulations, by the way. Man.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. When did you close?
I closed 10 days ago.
Wow.
Yep.
So this is like brand new. Yeah, new homeowner. Where are we?
So we are in North Park Hill in Denver. I lived in Boulder for the last 5 years. I never even came down to Denver. Yeah. I don't know anything about this town. I don't know anything about the area. But I saw there's a big park nearby. That's cool. Let's look for a house there.
It sounds like the general location is just like, hey, I want something in Denver. Was that the idea, or what drew you more to this location?
Essentially, I wanted something in Denver. I know Denver's a growing city. I know the population is getting bigger. I know more wealthy people are moving here. More businesses are moving here. If I can afford a house in Denver where people are working, I'm close to downtown, I'm close to the Denver Tech Center where a lot of corporate jobs are. If I can figure that out and get a house in that sort of vicinity, I'll be all right.
Okay. And as far as this house in particular, what's the strategy with you trying to make money on this versus, let's say, any other home that might have a duplex or something like that? What strategy are you using to rent it out?
I'm doing rent by the room. So each room, I'll be living in the basement room, in the smallest room. It's not a curtain or whatever, but it's good enough. And rent out each individual room to a separate tenant, hopefully young professionals working downtown, working in the tech center. Those are the people I'm looking for.
Yeah, and that's a common theme too, where there's a continuum, right? Where if you want to be more profitable, you have to be less comfortable, and here you are staying in a bedroom room and renting out all the other bedrooms. And this is something that we'll go over too in the walkthrough, where you're trying to put in one more bedroom in the basement. Right now it's a 4-bed, 2-bath, but we're trying to make it a 5-bed, 2-bath. So that extra bedroom means more income, which means you don't have to pay as much of the mortgage, and you mitigate it even more per month, which is great. Yeah,
exactly. More bedrooms you have, the more money you can make.
Yeah, 100%. So with that being said, let's go through a walkthrough, because not only is the rent by the room strategy here totally possible, but there's a couple of other options to make this maybe even more profitable. But I think the bigger idea here is to make it less of a headache if Max were to move out of the place. So let's do a little walkthrough.
Awesome. Welcome to my house hack here in Denver, Colorado. First things first, let's talk about the living room and the dining room. Here, nice, spacious dining room, big chandelier, lots of light. I was looking for something big because there's going to be 5 people living here. With 5 people living here, you need enough room to sit at least 5 people. So got a nice big table, 6 chairs. Over in the living room here, tons of space, got seating for 4, probably getting some more soon, but shout out to IKEA. IKEA furnished this whole place. Facebook Marketplace rug, IKEA lamps, everything like that. Coming this way, we got 2 big bedrooms upstairs. These are going to be the money-making bedrooms. Super big, lots of natural light. These I'm hoping to get $950 per bedroom. These will be 2 bedrooms upstairs with 1 nice modern finished bathroom, nice shower head, nice tile and everything. Over here is another bathroom or another bedroom. Right here we got the 60-year-old bed that was for free, just to kind of furnish the place up a little bit, give it some scale. But overall, nice and big, nice bright light. Coming back through here, through the dining room, through the living room, we have a fully furnished modern kitchen. Right when I bought the place, I only had enough money for a down payment and closing costs. I didn't have a ton of money to put into the place, so I was hoping for something that was pretty turnkey, and this kitchen does it. Brand new appliances, brand new fridge, brand new countertops, brand new cabinets. Everything in here is brand new. Moving on back here, we have backyard. Out here, spacious backyard, enough room to hang out. Nice quiet neighborhood here in North Park Hill. And then we have a 2-car detached garage and a storage unit for extra space in case any of the tenants have a ton of stuff. Right behind this guy, central AC. I have not had AC in 6 years. It feels really good to crank my AC down to 68 degrees. I lived in a hot van for a year and a half. I don't want to, it's nice to be cold. Coming downstairs, we will have 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, eventually 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. Right here, we have 1 small bedroom. I'm looking to get $850 a month for these downstairs bedrooms. Right here, we have some problems with the windows. These windows are not up to Denver code. They're 4 inches too high and they're too small. So I have to spend about $3,000 a window to make them a little bit bigger to make this thing up to code so that in case anything happens in this house, I can't get sued. Coming back out, we have an interesting area here. Right here, we have a huge living space. It's awesome if you want to host parties or do whatever, but I don't want to host parties. I want to make some money. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a wall right here and make this a 5th bedroom. So this will be 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom down here. And cutting into the wall right here will be another window. In Denver, in order to get a coded bedroom, you need to have a window, central heat, central air, outlets, everything else like that, and a closet. So coming over here, we have the 5th and final bedroom. Nice and big. Again, same deal with the window where it is 4 inches too high and not big enough. So another $3 grand going into this window to make it a little bit bigger. And then nice brand new washer dryer, central heats, 40-gallon water heater, pretty much all the essentials you need to have 5 people living in here. One of the best things about this basement is that I have the potential to turn this house into 2 separate units. This area has all the hookups I need to convert this into a kitchen, where this can be its own separate 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom unit. And essentially, all we have to do is take this and put a wall between this unit and the kitchen. So we put a wall right there or a door with a deadbolt, and boom, you got 2 separate units in this house. So back to that second unit. All we have to do in order to convert this house into 2 separate units is to either frame this off into its own separate wall, or we put a door with a deadbolt there. Just keep that deadbolt locked in case Denver County comes around and says, hey dude, this is a single family home, you can't have 2 units. I unlock that deadbolt and open the door and it's still 1 unit. So as far as I'm concerned, that's up to code, that's permitted, everything's good to go.
Dude, Max, sick setup, man. Not many people would even want to take that leap into, just buying the first place. It is daunting this day and age, especially with interest rates hovering around 7, maybe 7.5%. What do the numbers look like on your end, since it sounds like it's fresh in your mind with it being only 10 days ago?
Sure. So my closing cost, or purchase price, we'll start with that, is $579,000.
Yeah.
I got $17,000 in concessions. So pretty much my net purchase price was $562,000. And I used those $17,000 in concessions to go towards closing costs as well as a 2-1 buy down.
Okay. 2-1 buy down is what?
Basically what a 2-1 buy down is that you can either pay for it out of pocket or you can use concessions. But what it does is it lowers your interest rate. So for me, my first year, my interest, or let's talk about the loan. My loan is at 6.25%, but with this 2-1 buy down, I bought myself down 2 points. So my first year, my loan interest rate is at 4.25%, and my second year will be at 5.25%.
Okay.
And then from year 30 or from year 3 to 30,
Gotcha. And no promises here. I don't have a crystal ball, nothing like that. But the idea is we want to refinance into something lower than your 6.25 that you locked in at.
for sure.
Yeah.
Who likes a 6.25%?
Yeah, no joke. I mean, when I first started back in 2019, we were looking at interest rates hovering around the high twos, which is crazy, right?
I'm jealous.
Yeah. So even after refinancing and me moving out and having a more investment loan, so I locked in at 3.75, moved over to Denver. And so time in the market always beats timing the market. There's still a lot of people that are on the sidelines waiting for that market crash. Who knows when that will happen, when all that time, if you were to start early, you will bank on that appreciation. So I think you're making the right move here. So I guess what are the numbers? What are you anticipating for each room with its current state? Because right now it's a 4-bed, 2-bath,
Correct.
and then putting in that drywall and the floating wall in the basement. What does that look like?
Sure. So I use 3% loan, which has to be an owner-occupied residence. So I will be living in one of the bedrooms. Right now, pretty much is set up as a 3-bed rental. So minus my bedroom, I'm looking to get $950 for each of these 2 rooms upstairs, and then $850 for the downstairs bedrooms. However, I'm living in one of those. So that looks like, call it $2,700 a month, but my mortgage payment is $3,500. And that's why I want to add that 5th bedroom. So hopefully
Yeah, and you're splitting the utilities, which is great. And if you were to live in a 4-bed, 2-bath anyways, I mean, looking at what the mortgage payment is $3,500 right now, and then what $2,700 is how much rent you would be getting at a 4-bed, 2-bath right now. So you're basically paying about $800-ish to live in a place like this. So with that $800 difference, putting in that extra bedroom means you're borderline living for free.
Correct.
Okay, I mean, if your living expenses are around that much, if it's like 33% of your income and you're able to mitigate that to like live for free, you're saving 33% of your paycheck.
Not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad at all. So what are the future plans, man? Like I know you're trying to put in that 5th bedroom, but let's say 5 years down the road, is it something you're just trying to buy and hold, maybe sell in the future? What's the idea?
So the goal for me is, if anyone knows me, they know that I hate working. I'd much rather be riding my bike, I'd much rather be playing soccer or skiing or doing anything like that. So the goal for me is to replace my income now with rentals, small businesses, pretty much anything I can do that generates cash flow where I can kind of step out and not have to be there spending my time working. So 5 years down the line, hopefully I'm retired in Mexico City, Peru, traveling through Europe. I used to live in a van, maybe having a van back.
Yeah.
You know, the goal for me, who knows that's gonna happen. I gotta increase my income. That's the main driver for all of this. The more money you make, the more money you can save, the best.
Yeah, okay.
The goal is to be retired by 30 at the latest.
Dang, by 30. I think you're on the right track though. Like this is definitely a step in the right direction. What do they say? 90% of all millionaires own real estate. And here you are owning real estate. So you're on the right track, dude. Any parting words for those people that are sitting on the sidelines waiting for that perfect time, or maybe people that are looking to get into the market to buy a property like a house hack? Any advice that you want to impart on that?
You know, it's really not that difficult. Like I thought buying a house would be one of the hardest things in the world, but you got a good agent, you got a good lender, and those 2 are the primary things. Your agent should be able to give you contractors, If you would talk to people, I mean, you don't even have to talk to people. Like, just go on Bigger Pockets, look for agent finders, call them. They'll show you houses. Real estate is not that difficult. Dumb people can do it. I barely work and I can do it. So it's something that everyone can do.
Awesome. Anyone can do it. You just got to have that willpower to do it. I think the mentality of it and the grit, the perseverance, and utilize other people's information and knowledge to get things going and work as a team. But outside of that, Max, dude, appreciate it so much, dude. Stoked on it, my guy.
Yeah. You want to rent a room?
Yeah, dude. Max has a sweet spot. It's in a critical location or in North Park Hill. Comment down below if you're ever interested, or just hit me up. All my contact information is down below in the description. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you next week. Hell yeah, dude.
Sweet.